Okay, today we're going to talk about reflexive verbs, and I like to think that nothing can be easier. So let's give it a shot. It's an easy concept, so let's not make it any more difficult than it should be. We're going to look at what they are, when you use them, and how you use them, and of course how you formulate them as well. So what are they? Well, okay, so today we're going to look at reflexive verbs, and I like to think that nothing can be easier than talking about them anyway, and I'm going to give you an opportunity to practice them as well. Reflexive verbs really are a pretty easy, simple concept, so let's not make them any more difficult than they already are, which is not really difficult. Okay, so we're going to see what are they, when you use them, and how you use them. And of course, first we'll formulate them as well, just in case you don't remember how to do that. So what are they? Well, reflexives are actions that you do to yourself. There are some idiomatic expressions out there, but for us right now, we need to know that they're actions that are done to yourself. I wash my hands, he washes his hands, okay? I'm washing my own hands. This is an action I'm doing to myself, okay? So if you remember that, then you can remember that when I do something to myself, then it's definitely going to be reflexive. That's why you're not going to take a regular verb and use something like I eat and say, I eat myself, je me mange. Never. Okay, not unless you really are chewing on yourself. All right? So think about the things that you do to yourself. You wash your hands, you wash your face, you take a shower, you wake yourself up, you go to bed. Those are things that you do to yourself, and they're usually daily activities. So most likely you're going to be introduced to reflexives when you're going through a routine of some kind. So let's look at the differences here. I wash my hair. Who's washing my hair? I'm washing it. He's looking at himself. He looks in the mirror and he sees himself. This is a reflexive action. He's looking at himself. We brush our teeth. We're not brushing someone else's, we're brushing our own teeth. You take a bath. You're taking the bath, okay? It's not that someone's giving it to you, but you're taking your own bath. They wake up, okay? They wake up as opposed to waking someone else up or someone else waking them up. They hear the clock, they wake themselves up. She goes to bed, all right? She's putting herself to bed. Now, non-reflexives, let's look at the difference here. As opposed to I wash my hair, I wash the baby's hair. All right, you see the difference. In one instance, I'm washing my own hair, and in the other instance, I'm washing someone else's hair. That's not reflexive. Reflexive is something that someone does to himself. All right, he looks at himself, that's reflexive, but if he's looking at them, they're an object. They're an indirect object. In French, actually, it's a direct object, but that's a totally different experience. We brush our teeth, it's reflexive, but we brush the horse's teeth. Now, you may never have heard of brushing a horse's teeth, but there you are. I couldn't think of anything else on the spur of the moment. So we brush the horse's teeth. We're not brushing our own, we're brushing someone else's, all right? Another object. We can take a bath, but here we're giving the dog a bath, all right? So again, that's not reflexive because we're doing it to somebody else. They wake the kids up. They're waking somebody else up, not themselves. Not reflexive. And she puts the kids to bed. So again, she's putting someone else to bed, not herself, not reflexive. All right, so how do I make the reflexive? We have a subject pronoun over here, and we have a reflexive pronoun over here. And they always have to go together. Je me, tu te, il se, elle se, on se, qui se. All goes together. Nous, vous, il se, elle se. I know the nous and vous sounds really funny, especially the nous. It's like nous, but it is what it is, okay? So you have to have these together to formulate the reflexive. All right, so let's see how it looks. We just take, here's the good part of reflexives is that most of the reflexive verbs are ER verbs. Yay, the easiest verbs out there, right? So here we have je me couche. Gotta have a regularly conjugated verb. You still have to conjugate that verb, okay? So je me couche à 8 heures. I go to sleep at 8 o'clock. Tu te baignes. You take a bath. Il se brosse les dents. Elle se brosse les dents. On se brosse les dents. Qui se brosse les dents? Nous nous réveillons très tôt. Vous vous habillez vite. Il prépare pour l'école. Elle se prépare pour l'école. Il se prépare ou elle se prépare pour l'école. Either way, you can see you have to have that subject pronoun, the reflexive pronoun, and the conjugated verb. All right. So here we have a picture of the Arc de Triomphe, and I want you to tell me, or tell yourself in this case, is this reflexive or not? I wake up. Reflexive or not? Je me réveille. Yes, it's reflexive because you're waking yourself up. They wash the dishes. Reflexive or not? Ils lavent la vaisselle. No, it is not reflexive because they're not washing themselves. They're washing an object, something else. She takes a shower. Reflexive or not? Elle se douche. It is reflexive because she is giving herself the shower. She's taking a shower. We wake up the kids. Reflexive or not? Nous réveillons les enfants. It is not reflexive because we're waking someone else up. If we're waking ourselves up, it would be, but we're not. We're waking someone else up. All right, here's some common reflexives. Se coucher, to go to bed. Se doucher, to take a shower. Se baigner, to take a bath. Se brosser, to brush. So you would say, je me brosse les dents, je me brosse les cheveux. You wouldn't just say je me brosse because if you say je me brosse, then the person who's listening thinks that you're brushing your skin, which, believe it or not, actually people did do that. It was called dry brushing. So you want to say je me brosse and whatever it is that you're brushing. Se réveiller is to wake up. S'endormir is to actually go off to sleep. Se préparer is to prepare oneself. Se dépêcher is to hurry. And I'm sure you've also seen se peigner, which is to comb, and se maquiller, which is to put on one's makeup. There are a lot of reflexive verbs, and I just included a few here. But again, you notice that all of these are ER verbs, and most reflexives are ER verbs, so yay. All right, your turn. Put this together to formulate a reflexive sentence. If you need to pause me, pause me. Je me réveille. Je me réveille. Nous, and then préparons. Kind of conjugated that one for you, didn't I? Nous nous préparons. Elle dépêchait. Elle se dépêche. Vous couchez. Vous vous couchez. I hope this has helped you to understand reflexives a little bit better.